we got another doozy of a day here in Mojo Mysticism. So today's cards build on yesterday's cards. That's all I'm going to say about it. So if the Waking of the Lion resonated with you, you're not going to want to miss today. So come on in and join us. Okay, welcome into today's episode of Mojo Mysticism. Just to remind you, we are continuing to go to talk about, not going anywhere, we're talking about and asking guidance about listening intently to understand. So we're through the rest of the month, we're just opening it up to what the guides have for us. So, and before we get started, there's one thing that the guides have kind of been working on me about, and that is changing up how we do this video. So I am waiting for confirmation from them on what we do next. So I will preface it by saying that and tell you that I believe what they are asking me to do, at least at this point that I'm waiting on confirmation about, is going to a longer form weekly, once a week video, and then doing short form content from that daily. So probably a long form video that's 30 minutes or so each week, and then pull content from that. So I'd love your opinions. You all are the community, so I would love to hear what you think about that. I'm just getting the sense that there's some of you that love the long form or longer form every day, and many that are not able to watch these every day. And so I'm just wanting to kind of hit where you are and provide content in a way that's meaningful for you. So I'd love to get your feedback. That's what I'm currently considering. That's what the guides have begun to nudge me about. So I'm waiting for confirmation both from you and from them. So and just we'll just continue to explore this. So obviously we're here for a reason. We're here to help people, and so yeah, but we want to make sure it's meaningful and that it's accessible for people. So that's what I'm thinking about currently. So put your comments in, let me know what you think. And now we're going to get on with today's reading. So we have been pulled back once again to Divine Abundance by Tasha Silver. This deck just keeps speaking to us, to the guides for sure. So let's see what they have to tell us today. There's one that's come out. Wow, two already. Let's see. There's the third. Okay, so let's just see what they have for us about listening intently to understand. Okay, so the three cards are out. The first card that came out was Love. This says, Divine Source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself. So that was the first card. The second card that came out was Grief. And it says, tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. Right, it's really beautiful. And then the third one is Inner Power. And this one says, give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. Oh. I mean, you could just knock me over with a feather right now. So I hope you all are having a lot of fun at my expense. It's not my expense. I don't care. So these cards are just singing at me. Wow. Okay, so here's what the guides are saying. So the cards are singing, the guides are singing, everybody's throwing a party. Here's the long and short of it. Grief is what happens when we move out of where we have been and to where we're going. So we often think of grief as something that happens to us when we have a loss of some sort. And usually it's a loss that is, I'm just going to say, more tangible in nature, meaning the loss of a loved one due to death or transition, loss due to breakups of marriages or couplings, loss due to a friendship that is no longer active in your life, loss due to the loss of, or grief due to the loss of a job, all kinds of losses that seem more tangible. That's not what they're talking about here. Is that grief? Absolutely, that is grief. No question. It's very easy to see, very visible, and everyone gets it. Okay? What I'm hearing from our guides is that this grief is tied directly to love and inner power. So as we continue to get more and more familiar with who we really are, we drop all the pretenses, we let everything else in our life go, and we stand there, metaphorically speaking, and sometimes literally speaking. We stand in our beingness, the essence of who we are. That is our inner power. When the falling away happens, when the letting go happens, that is the grief that we're talking about here. It's the falling away of the life that you once had. Okay? Even though the next one might be better, or the one you're currently in might be better, it's still a grieving process that you go through. And my guides are reminding me that I wasn't quite accurate this morning. I had a mentorship call, and the question was posed to me, are you still grieving? And I said, no, I don't think so. I think I'm good. And I do think I'm good. Clearly, the guides are like, oh no, honey, you're still on the tail end of some grief here. And you're likely going to come face to face with it very soon. So, I don't know if this resonates with you, but this is definitely resonating with me. So, grief is what happens as we step into more and more authenticity, and we claim and get reconnected with that inner power that is who we are. It is at the essence of who we are as humans. Okay? Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. I can tell you, and tell me in the comments if you agree, if you've witnessed this in your life, as you continue to get more and more familiar with who you are and who you really are as a divine being having a human existence. Do you see that your ability and the power that you have to do what must be done is more accessible to you? Yes or no? Tell me powerful, accessible, whatever comments you want to put in. I want to know. Do you feel that way as you continue to allow the layers of the onion to fall away and you continue to let go of more and more and more? Yes, there is the grief side of that. And it is the only way to get to your inner power. So how does love play into all this? Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself. So again, this morning I was having a conversation with a friend, and the conversation was talking about how I used to think that my salvation was outside of me, that I needed something else, a knight on a white horse, or a religion or a deity or anything, fill in the blank, because I tried a lot of them, to swoop in and save me. And that is absolutely not the case in my experience. Only love is the thing that saves you. And love comes about and is grown and nurtured when we let these things go. We go through the grief of letting go all of the layers and layers and layers of costumes that we've been wearing and masks that we've been wearing all these years, lifetimes really, and say, you know what? It's okay for me to just be me. In fact, it's more than okay. It's necessary. It's necessary for you to just be you, to just be in your beingness of who you are. Not the labels you put on yourself, or God forbid the labels other people put on you, especially when they're not positive. But be who you really truly are. Wow, what a message. Okay, so how does this all tie in with listening intently to understand? And here yet again, our guides are saying, come home, come home. It's inside of you. It's that small voice. Listen intently to understand the small voice that is us. It's your higher self. It's who you really are that's talking to you, begging you to come home to who you really are. And you, in your beingness, in your ultimate, stripped bare of everything else, authentic self, is, number one, beautiful. Number two, sovereign. And number three, necessary. You are necessary. You being authentically who you are is a huge part of this beautiful tapestry that gets woven together that we call humanity. And as we are moving into a new era of our future as a species, it is even more necessary. So, we get the invitation to understand, or at least get curious about, the question that maybe, just maybe, nothing outside of me is going to save me. Maybe I am already sovereign. Maybe I already have the divine running through my veins. Maybe I can connect with that. Maybe, yeah, my life is going to change and I'm going to grieve a few things, but I'm going to find out what was there all along, which is love. Love, love, love. And then that lion, that powerful lion, we saw the lion yesterday, it's back today, inner power, that strength to do what needs to be done because you have committed to and have the conviction of why you are here. The lion gets awakened. Your inner power gets ignited, and you then can take on anything that's in alignment with your reason for being. Nothing can stop you. So, there you go. This one's powerful. Wow, this one's powerful. All right, let me know if you got what you got out of that. I look at all the comments. And definitely join our community. Hit subscribe, follow us, just, kind of stay so that you can stay in the loop. We are going to be changing these. I just don't know how yet, but we're going to be changing these a little bit. So give me your comments on format, length of format, whether you'd like to see more shorts and less long form videos, whatever the case may be. I am all ears as we take this to the guides and ask them for some direction and some confirmation on what happens next with how we do these videos. We will be doing these videos, so please don't think that we're not doing them. We are doing them. I am committed to doing them daily. I just don't know what form they need to take right now. So definitely all ears there. All right, chickadees, I love you. I love you. I love you. Go be the powerful lions and lionesses that you are. And we will see you here again next time on Mojo Mysticism. Mwah.